Alright, yeah, let's go hang out with Indrik.
There has to be a way to stop Vodin. Find it.
I kind of wish she had a dialogue of like, are you just trying to see everything at this point instead? Because I really am kind of just doing whatever. Not taking this seriously. Ah. I'm drinking cinnamon sunrise herbal tea I've been drinking over the past couple episodes. It's just weird. It's not bad. It's just weird tea. It's unsweetened. I like my tea sweet.
What would drive the godless priestess to such madness? I push my subjects, yes, but that's because I can see beyond their potential, even past their breaking point. Did I push her to this madness as well? I can undo this. Ending the war will mean the Redemptions have no cause to unleash the Void. Let us find Ratika.
Interesting. So we're seeking out Ratika directly. One thing I wish they had done with this game is in all of...
They're here for Ratika, no doubt. All of you, cease fighting at once.
Everyone, stop fighting.
Oh, these are super bomber rats.
I won't give up.
I ordered you to cease fighting, soldier.
But sire, they kept on attacking.
As did you. Peace may prove more trying than war. Let us make our way inside.
But yeah, one of the...
Redemptions! There's no need for violence.
Don't let him mess.
No need for violence, eh?
One of the things I wish they had done with this game, I'm gonna call it a bit of a plot hole, but any circumstance where Ludimir, where we get to Indrik before Ludimir just doesn't exist for that day. And it would be so much cooler if Ludimir was constantly, like, chasing us down. Oh, hey. I never actually came up here. Like, how rad would that be if we actually got attacked by Ludimir several times? Over the course of, like, you know, this run, quote-unquote.
Cease fighting at once.
We've got the regen...
There. Surround them. I'll go left.
The Emperor isn't fighting. Focus on the other one.
Did we not kill him? No.
Impossible. After her.
I pressed the dodge button. Okay, I am going to lose my mind here. I think part of it is, the character will attempt to dodge.
How are we fighting?
I'm just dead. I'm just... maybe I'll have to sit up or something. Yeah, part of it is, when you hit the dodge roll button, the character will just kind of dodge roll in a direction that you're kind of vaguely...
No need for violence. You're almost there.
I know he's gonna open it up, whatever.
Fighting. Focus on the other one.
Cutscene...
Power.
I didn't do that. Alright, whatever. Let's see. Let's just slow time down and kill some of them. Yeah, I can't send...
Seizes that blue warrior.
There we go. Nope. There we don't go. Well, I only killed 2? Alright, fine. I was hoping for a little bit more than that. There we go. It takes too much to charge that execution, too. Yeah, now that we're kind of hitting the upper limits on combat here, it's definitely getting to me a little bit more.
It can't be.
It's not the end of the world. Well, I guess in this game it kind of is, but still. But like I'll press the dodge button to roll. But say if there's like a cutscene or like an event or like the camera moves,
the Redemptions to listen.
It'll eat my inputs completely. Oh, hey, we never actually got that up there. Staircase up? Ah, yeah. I don't think I've ever been up this. Oh, flame vents that I could have actually used there. That would have been handy. But so cutscenes and like moving the camera around, the enemies will keep moving, but I won't. I'm stuck. I have to watch the thing. And so in the end, it'll eat my inputs temporarily, but enough that I'll take a hit, which is kind of frustrating. But combo with that with the sometimes when I press the dodge roll button, if there's an enemy in front of me, I'll either roll around them or just roll into them fruitlessly, even though like I might have been holding a different direction instead of like rolling through or rolling past. I just end up directly next to them for the follow-up strike because the enemies this late in the game oftentimes will attack you a second time. You know, if they miss the first time, they'll follow up with the second strike, which is totally fine, except for they haven't given me the tool really to avoid that, save for pressing the dash button. But like invalidating the dodge roll button after a while feels like it's
How could they still be fighting each other? Don't they see it? The void seeping through the walls. Or is it your presence, Harbinger, that grants me this awareness?
Finally, somebody mentions that. Cool. What is over here? Okay. Thanks. Okay, good. At least Emperor Indrik will help against these guys. I was going to be kind of surprised if he wouldn't help against the Murlocs. There we go. There we go. New memories. That's got to be Indrik. Trust. Indrik and his old advisor, Lokrin, are staring at a large map of Urralia. A crackling fireplace and several candles lit the Emperor's private chamber. The hour is late.
Emperor, this is a perfect opportunity to test Indrik's fury.
I disagree with Lokrin, sire, interrupts General Elia as she barges into the room, her second, the feline in tow. The Rodentions barely survived a monumental disaster. Elia continues, introducing Pagarian weapons will send the wrong message. The patrician sneers at Elia.
Pagaria's strength cannot be compromised.
Lokrin, we do not need a war. Our main focus is to gain the Rodentions' trust.
Trust, yes. The godless priestess can be of use,
Lokrin suggests.
Why bring Vera into this?
The feline asks. Lokrin snaps. Oh, the feline snaps. Why bring Vera into this? So, Dagra. Draga. Sorry. I mix them up all the time. Anyway.
Who gave you permission to speak? Lokrin snaps.
He intercedes.
Draga has a point. We do not need the priestess.
Lokrin grits his teeth.
A strong symbol is what this nation needs most.
What this nation needs most... Oh, what? What this nation needs most is my leadership, Lokrin. The lithe patrician bows low and utters,
Of course, Emperor.
Indrik turns to Elia. General, start gathering goods and materials. We will move them into Rodention, distribute them immediately, and please teach your second proper etiquette. General Elia and the feline salute and hurriedly leave the room. The patrician remains meditative.
Is it wise to empower the general?
Lokrin, my old friend, you have wisdom, but you lack vision. How can the Rodentions believe in our sincerity if our army does not? Besides, I leave you the most important task.
Anything, sire.
You know what to do. The Rodention youth are the key, and make sure our proxies are discreet. With luck, there will be a gentle revolution.
If not,
Indrik sighs. War. So, Indrik suggested going for the youth. You know, trying to bring them on board. Lokrin threw them into a concentration camp instead. I get the feeling we're gonna see Lokrin here, but probably not. But yeah, my bet is Lokrin might have something to do with the cult. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. All of this is dumb. It's also really weird how Indrek is suddenly super pro-peace when earlier he was straight up murder town.
I seek your leader.
Stop toying with us and get it over with. If you can reach us. Ha!
Please, I just got married.
Thanks, Indrek.
Can we
Yeah,
stop
we're-
fighting and talk?
Nope. Would have been bad if I hit him, killed him, and then reset. It's interesting that they are, that they actually were interested in, maybe not peace, but they had surrendered. Whatever. Not a big deal. Giving us a lot of goodies at this point. But yeah, before I had to cut, Indrek had mentioned, not seeing the goop if it weren't for our influence.
Harbinger.
I didn't think about that. So nobody notices the goop and the horror going on. We're the only ones. Which is actually really cool. And explains a lot about what we're doing here.
Redemptions, you are free to go. I only wish to speak with your leader.
Yeah, and as soon as we move, your soldiers will turn us into practice dummies.
Men, leave the prison at once. Any who harms a redemption will be court-martialed. Now, move! Stand down, redemptions. No harm will come to you. You have my word.
Is interesting. Yeah, if you notice, these are all, like, high-tier redemptions, comparatively. You know, the wizards, the skirmishers. None of the really weak ones remain. I wonder if it's actually scaled largely based on my own level. Versus progress in the story. You know, the more upgrades I pick up, the stronger my enemies are going to be. Would have been interesting to do a no upgrade run to see if that's the case or not. Because it would be hilarious if I could have actually kept this game relatively easy. And simple. By very selectively picking upgrades. Instead of getting all of them. Not that it really matters, but it would have been a neat thing to know. To discover, to whatever. I don't think that had money in it. I wonder if that one's programmed to never have money in it after... Or maybe if they forgot it. Because it had initial loot. But then after that initial opening, it's always just given nothing. Well, let's go see about Radika. If we're lucky, maybe this will give us the crypt seal or something.
Harbinger, you must use your power. Show Radika the vision. I expect as much disbelief from her as from her soldiers.
They're here!
Didn't know it was visitor's hour. Sorry, I don't have any more tea.
I'm not here for tea.
Never know. It was damn good tea.
My companion has something urgent to show you.
Is that the Show me what, exactly?
Harbinger, use your power. Show Radika what you showed me.
No thanks. No offense, Harbinger. You do look like the real deal, but I can't trust you for siding with Indrek here.
Radika, People can change. I realize what I've done. The different directions I might have taken.
Different directions? Are you kidding? Oh, you've gone far beyond the point of no return.
Ratika, please listen. I'm not here to fight. You and we face a greater enemy.
Indrik, I don't know what to say. Here you are, fake Harbinger and all, asking for help after all the damage you've done? If you're gonna lie, you'll need to lie a lot better than this. This is just embarrassing.
Harbinger, hurry! The vision!
I'm warning you, I have a balalaika and I'm not afraid to use it.
What in Yarbug's name are you doing, Harbinger?
I knew it, fake Harbinger. Why are you doing this? Time for some, strategic redeployment.
I don't... I honestly don't know what I'm doing.
I need help here.
Let's attack together.
I probably shouldn't do these, but I'm curious. Every time we've done this, it's resulted in weird. And I'm curious. Watch me get the bad ending.
Like my music? Hey,
Get out of
it
here.
hurts.
Okay, that kind of wrecked him.
Now I'm here, now I'm there. Could be a
Okay.
song idea.
We'll be fine, probably. I don't like doing this. But the last time we did this,
Whiskers.
it was nuts. And so, like...
Why? Why did you refuse to use your power on her? Harbinger, now is the time to break your silence. Why did you hesitate? The Harbinger goes astray. Be wary. The void imbues many forms. I know what I must do. For the protection of the world.
Huh. There's her answer.
I know you to be true in your heart, Harbinger. But perhaps there is another course that will show your companions your intentions.
So that was straight up the bad ending round, whatever. Well, luckily... Oh, good. It even just sets us back here. That's even faster than last time. I'm glad. That would have sucked. Okay, now we unfortunately have to skip through this dialogue again. This is I think my main regret is
Never
the
know.
repetition.
Companion.
Is that the...
Harbinger.
No thanks.
Ratika.
Different
Ratika.
Indrik, if you're gonna...
Harbinger, hurry!
There we go. It'd be interesting if this had taken place over multiple days, so we could have, like, multiple days for the characters to get used to my presence.
I thought I killed her. I was sure I had killed Vera. But how did she... Those others still got to her. But they let her die anyway?
It matters very little how she died now. The harm is done. Had you not failed in your attempt...
Well, yeah. They don't teach us owl anatomy at school. Hold on. I don't have to justify myself to you. You think you're so perfect, Emperor? You've done far worse than me. Murder, torture, war? And you think you'll ever find redemption? Not likely. You think you're so perfect, Emperor? You've done far worse than me. Murder, torture...
You are right. I have harmed many in trying to bring our nations together. Including you, Ratika. And for that, I am... sorry. But now is not the time for blame. Now we need to act.
Was that... Indrik, what happened to you? Wait. Why am I acting all flustered? You're the one who should be flustered. You know what? Never mind. Indrik, if you're serious, I'll give you one chance to explain. One chance.
You must seek out Vera's accomplices. Convince them to give you Cladden. The sword is vital to our success.
Oh, easy. No trouble at all. And what will you be doing? Sitting perched on your throne, waiting for me to deliver Cladden to you?
After you retrieve the blade, I will use it to banish the void. I will need the Harbinger's help. She is best suited for the task. My ancestors have entrusted this to me. My lineage demands I take this responsibility for all our sakes.
Okay then. We're off to save the world. I've always wanted to say that.
Okay, so this is probably how we learned the last glyph, rune, whatever. I'm really glad going back, or killing...
Yarbog left this world long ago. Before he did, he took precautions to prevent the Void's return. Those precautions have failed. Your presence is proof of that, Harbinger. But Yarbog saw to that as well. I will take you now to a special place within the temple. A chamber that has been sealed for 300 years.
I'm really glad the bonus boss fight against Radika did not set us back very far. Really at all, honestly. That would have sucked.
Look at all this corruption. The Void is gaining ground with every breath we take.
They do know how to make this level feel very apocalyptic by this point. Originally I was going to kind of say, because we keep rebooting, we're kind of losing that sense of... I'm not going to say urgency, because I don't think urgency is really the right word to use. Let's see, we've got... It's not a door, but we've got a chest over here, so I might as well go for that. Eek. But, like, you know, most games when you're starting to hit the end...
There will be more destruction before the war ends.
In most games, by the time you're hitting the end, stuff starts to feel, like, really dire. And Act 3 didn't really have any... I mean, even up to the beginning of this... the beginning of this act wasn't so bad. But now that we're here, it's just like, oh yeah, there's the apocalyptic nonsense that I was waiting for and looking for and stuff.
Let me help. The temple's defenses. They've not been active since Yarbog vanished.
That's interesting. This didn't run the last time we came through. Is there anything down here? Well, there's nothing up, so we go down.
Ciphers. I expected as much with all this corruption.
Okay. What are the other things? I am really starting to beat the dead horse at this point. I apologize. How did I even get hit there? I don't know. Oh. There we go.
Yarbog's aura is still present in the temple. It must be attracting the void like a beacon.
But one of the remaining issues that I haven't really mentioned is because we're hitting the end of the game and it's throwing us all of the maximum tier enemies at us. We're actually...
What a crude use of amber.
We're actually starting to run into a severe lack of variety in enemy types. Because they're all, you know, max level. We're only ever running into these, like, these frilled guys and the spike squids. You know, a bunch of the old enemy types that we were fighting have, that we would fight, you know, the mix of weak and strong enemies have all but disappeared. Did that just go through? It did go through him. I apologize that I get a little bit salty about the game. It's just, there are some moments where I'm just like...
is not far now. We should not linger.
I guess it's one of those where, like, I will perform an action that I've performed many times, like shooting that guy. You know, you can more or less shoot them before they hit you and you'll be fine. But in that case, it just went straight through them. And it's this surprise, because, you know, I was like, yeah, you know, okay, I'm just gonna shoot him, knock him out. I mean, he's the last enemy, no big deal, yeah? Thanks. I guess that I didn't need it anyway. But so the oh, I'm seeing it through him. This camera angle is atrocious. I can't actually tell what's going on. Okay. I know it's supposed to be for the visuals, but with Indrik, especially in the background, it's just like...
Harbinger!
I'm still fighting. There's enemies over here, too. But yeah, when my shot doesn't knock them down, or doesn't keep them down, or just goes straight through them, I end up confused and kind of annoyed, because I'm like, what? I was just doing the thing that I always do, and you changed it on me. Kind of like if there was a level in Mario where you could jump higher than normal. I bet it would drive people a little nutty. Just that one level. No explanation. I guess it would also be easier if the enemy types that had these, like, extra abilities or these, like, idiosyncrasies looked different, apart from just, like, a little extra glow or, like, a frill or something. You know, most games do recolors, but with the recolors, they slowly add, like, armor bits or more? No, I don't know. Most games with recolors... Oh.
Indrik, back like a bad habit. Was easy to track you. Come here to pray? It's too late, I'd say.
We have no time for a fight, you sodden fool. Greater matters are at hand.
Should know, I smashed that crystal of yours. Saved you that bit there, though.
Savage. I should...
Ah, that's the Indrik I know.
Ludimir. I've made peace with Ratika. Now go home. I must help the Harbinger. There's little time left.
Ah, Harbinger? That one with you? Then you won't mind that I take you both on.
Well, I got my wish.
My turn.
The hell was that? Okay. I've never fought Ludimir before.
Just pissing me off, mate.
Okay.
Ha!
The hell? Oh, there's her answer.
Enough.
Probably wasn't worth it. Just gonna stab him a bunch from behind. Does that work?
I'll crush you.
Ah, note to self.
My turn.
Just jump over Ludimir.
Can't fight your own battles, Indrik.
Yeah, just jump over Ludimir. In fact, for the most part, this is one of those situations where I probably...
You're just pissing me off, mate.
I probably shouldn't even be hitting him outside of the, time slow mode. He's a tough bastard, too.
I'll crush you.
Okay, there we go.
My turn.
Back to smacking. Holy butts. Oh, no, he's going enraged. Really needs more of a stun or something so I can hit him.
Enough.
Maybe part of it is, like, I don't like playing these games when, like,
Give up, Ludimir.
it gets to the point where it feels like my best bet to beat an enemy
You're just pissing me off, mate.
is by cheesing the game. Uh-oh. That's not a good. My best bet for fighting an enemy
Who the hell are you?
is cheesing a game mechanic instead of actually fighting the enemy. Is he dead?
Go on. End it.
The last time you're at my mercy, I thought I could help you find your true strength. I was a fool.
Did you hit your head, Indrik?
When it was decided that I would be Emperor, everything was taken from me. Childhood, family, love. With a grim focus, I was forged into a perfect ruler. I thought I could reforge you the way I was reforged. But thanks to the Harbinger, I finally understand. Becoming Emperor did not make me stronger. It broke me. So I tried to break you. Took your freedom, your hope. I even took your eye. But where I broke, you held. You are the strong one.
Is this an apology?
Ah, the Harbinger is waiting. Go home, Ludimir.
Yeah, so like we thought, Indrik cut out, or put out, or whatever, Ludimir's eye. Thing is, we're gonna have to do this with, we're gonna have to do this again, but with Ludimir. Like, full circle, more or less. Oh. Oh, it's this path! We're not going into the tomb, we're going the other way. Through that one, like, random purple door, or, no, we're gonna go by the random purple door that I've wanted to get for a while. At the very least. But yeah, so for that Ludimir fight, I was disincentivized from dodging. Using half of my attacks, honestly. The real trick was just to jump and time stop, and that was it. And I was like, I think that's kind of where I break down in a lot of these games. That they come up with this, like, core set of gameplay mechanics, and then in chasing a proper difficulty curve, because, like, they keep giving us this goodie bag of, like, powers and stuff. They give us this goodie bag of powers. Oh, he's not dead. What they do is they keep changing it. They keep changing the rules. So instead of, you know, being about, like, you know, proper timing and dodges and stuff like that, after a while it truly is like, okay, what mechanics do I have to abuse to actually get this to work in my favor? And I don't mind it necessarily if it were a consistent even curve and you can kind of, the game was upfront about it. But for this one, especially again with that Ludimir fight, I tried dodging him, but with his charge, I guess maybe I just didn't dodge in the right direction. But eventually it's like, yeah, okay, you have to jump over him. So dodging is right out, there's no point in it. So just jump. And then eventually it's like, well, hitting him is a pain in the ass because you only get like 2 hits in for like slivers of health. Okay, so really I just jump over him until it's time to slow time, then I hit him a bunch. And after that it's like, why even have all these other mechanics? I'm not even mad. I just, like, I think Act 3 was the strongest part of this game, and so now that I'm on Act 4, I'm a little mad because I'm like, I want to go back to Act 3. Okay, well, we got some lore. Okay, so who is that? Forbidden. This is new. Roadside encounter. You did what? I climbed down. Gilius savors the merchant's incredulous look a while longer, then continues his tale. There I was, standing at the edge of Urralia, facing an endless sky. I wondered,
anything down there, so I figured, since no one else has done it before, why not have a look? I secured myself with the rope and started the descent. The merchant lifts a roasting dragon cricket from the campfire and offers it to Gillis. The explorer peels the chitin, probably? Takes a huge bite, wipes the juices from his lips, and continues his story. I cling to the surface and carefully inch downward. I was expecting the edge to be smooth, shaved by the searing winds. But instead, I was holding onto a wrinkled, rough stone. Except it wasn't stone. It took me a while to understand what I was hanging onto. Gillis stops to check on his audience. With careful timing of an expert storyteller, he delivers the punchline. It was a root. Huh? I saw dozens of roots, maybe 100 feet in diameter, extending downwards, sink into the clouds. Urralia is not just a giant mass of land. It's a living giant mass of land. Ah, come on, you're pulling my leg. But that's not the strangest bit. Gillis takes a deep breath. The next bit, I'm terrified even thinking about it. The merchant is about to burst in laughs, but something in Gillis's stare stops him dead in his tracks. I was about to go back when I sensed a shiver down my spine. Slowly, I turned my head, and there it was, staring at me. All I can remember are the eyes, 3 pairs as big as an apple tree, piercing me. I was frozen. Then I felt it. It was in my mind, searching for something. Searching for memories. It sent me images, a giant serpent, battle, I think. Looking for memories of Voden. Voden, that was 100 years ago. Yeah, probably why the creature quickly lost interest. It turned around and plunged beneath the clouds. Next thing I remember, I was back on the surface, running towards my village. The merchant meditates on the tale for a while, then asks, "And you don't remember what it looked like? This is the scariest part. Every time I try to remember, I faint. Come on, try." With a sigh, Gillis focuses on the memory, on the giant eyes, and then everything turns black. So there's more than one Voden. Potentially. Because 6 eyes? 2 pairs? Something like that? Or 3 pair? Or I'd have to reread it exactly, but I mean, that's... well, who knows? Didn't we come down here like a long time ago? We took another path or something. Or, no, maybe we went this way. Maybe there's just a door I've never seen. Yeah, I remember this. This is where we ran into our first street shark. Okay, unfortunately, I'm out of resources. Okay. I gotta fight these guys. Unfortunately, the street sharks are largely unblockable, which certainly makes this a bit tougher. Okay, got 2 of them at least. Okay, he's dead. Well, that sucks. Oh yeah, let's just slow down time. Easy peasy. There we go. Easy peasy. That's... oof. I got a lot of crystals. We're gonna be able to afford a couple of upgrades for the last mission. That's for certain. Hello.
With all the corruption we saw today, it is clear that Voden has grown in strength. I hope we are not too late.
Unfortunately, we're going to arrive without the sword. But we are going to be able to open the door.
This is the place. The final words of Yarbog are inscribed within.
That's an Aurora. Unless those Voden. Because that's an Ouroboros.
A secret seal bearing an antiquated sigil of a legendary sword Clayton. Comprehension surges in your mind. You've learned how to unlock Clayton seals.
You learn quickly. Be sure to protect this knowledge. This room was built by Pegaria's first emperor, Iron-Trek the Unifier. It was said that Yarbog spoke to Iron-Trek directly, and the Emperor inscribed his words on these very walls. Harbinger. He was expecting you. You have awakened by my failings. The beast and the blade, your will must bind. Let me share a secret with you then. Woden was not truly defeated by Yarbog. It is not easy to kill a god, as you may suspect. No, the Void was imprisoned, and its prison is the sword Cladden. The writing on these walls, they are instructions for you, Harbinger. Unlock Cladden's seal. Enter the prison. Defeat the Void. Those were Yarbog's final instructions if all else failed. No metaphors. No riddles. Let us pray that Ratiger finds the sword before Woden completely escapes his prison.
So yeah, we might actually just be at the end here. Yarbog has anticipated that the Harbinger would appear to fight Woden. His instructions are clear. Find Cladden, enter his prison, defeat Woden. Seal locks the legendary sword Cladden. A seal for Woden's prison. A world hidden inside the sword. You have acquired the key to Cladden's seal from Indrik. Alright, so we got the seal. Now all we have to do is just go hang out with Ludimir and probably beat this game. I wonder if we're even going to include the other characters. I would certainly hope so. Because he's the only one with the sword. But the question is... because the Serpent awakens no matter what. Oh, he also has 8 eyes. So yeah, whatever was talking to Gillis is something else.
Fighting Woden before he fully escapes from his prison. Before he unlocks his full power. Yes, this is the only way. Now seek out Ludimir. He is the only one who can lead you to Cladden. And Harbinger. Once you enter the prison, there will be no turning back. You will defeat Woden and prevent him from devouring the world. Or you will be devoured and lost forever.
Phantom dash distance. Get the upgrade on some of these. I don't know about these. Let's get the health upgrade while we're here. Get combo damage. We'll go with those. And then Ludimir's melee attack. Alright, we're right out. Do I look any different? I was really hoping my helmet would change more than it did. It changed. It most definitely changed. Only halfway. God damn. Alright. Well, one last one. But that'll have to be on the next episode of Omensight. So I'll see you guys then, and as always, thanks for watching.